Hey YouTube Nation, this is Brian with Vermillion Enterprises. Today is October 11, 2025. It is 5:20 here at the shop this morning, Saturday morning. Beautiful weather. This is the time to be in Florida for sure. You got a little cool weather coming in. It's going to be an amazing weekend. Obviously, yesterday and the day before, big news with regards to COMEX pricing versus Kitco live ticker pricing. We'll talk a little bit about that. Put out a video yesterday, best video ever analytically. A lot of interesting comments on that video. We'll get into that in just a second. But I wanted to run down silver pricing for you, what you can and cannot expect here in the shop with regards to what we are buying and selling silver products for, at least today, here in the shop live, October 11, 2025. Right now, silver COMEX price is $47.51. That is the price that we are using today here in the shop. Yesterday's video, a lot of people asked, okay, well, you're buying off of the COMEX price. Are you selling off the COMEX price? Yeah, we are, because that is who the refineries and the wholesalers are using right now as a price indicator for materials that they are accepting. They have turned off a lot of materials from even accepting an order on, but the ones that they are, yes, they're using the COMEX price. So yes, that means we are using the COMEX price currently. So let's run it down. Using 47.51, we are buying monster boxes, strap boxes of Silver Eagles at +1. Retail friendly and off quality Silver Eagles, we're buying them at spot. I am out of monster boxes at the moment. Today, only, I don't know what Monday's going to bring, but today I'm going to be selling Silver Eagles retail friendly at spot +$2 per ounce. I'm going to be selling that spot +$1 per ounce for off qualities. I don't have a lot of off qualities. I got hit pretty hard yesterday. I know we have some retail friendly material. We bought a ton of silver yesterday, which blows my mind, but we'll talk about that in a bit too. That is using $47.51 per ounce as the price. Okay, so that means we will be selling retail friendly Silver Eagles at $49.51 per ounce today. Whatever off quality Silver Eagles I have, I will be selling them at $48.51 per ounce today. That is what we are doing here. We are buying and selling off of the COMEX price right now. Until that changes, we're going to continue to do that. Generic silver, we're buying at spot -$2 per ounce. We are selling it at the spot price of silver. That is, again, using the COMEX price. So we will be selling generic silver at $47.51 per ounce today. I know I have quite a few 10-ounce bars and 5-ounce bars in the shop. Might be some kilos. I got some 1-ounce rounds, some 1-ounce bars. All right, but what we have, we are selling it at the spot price of silver using the COMEX price. That is for today. We'll see what Monday brings. Junk 90, I am selling it at the COMEX price -$2 per ounce. No change there, folks. The only thing that's changed is that the industry switched from using a live ticker price like Kitco to using the futures price, i.e. COMEX. And it's called backwardization. We'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute. But yes, using 47.51, we are selling junk 90 at the spot price of silver, -$2 per ounce today. So that is what we are doing. Coals, no change, buying at 35, selling at 38. So that was the big repeated question in yesterday's video. Hey, are you using the COMEX price to sell? Yes, we are. We're buying and selling using COMEX price. So put all those concerns away. That the number of times that question was asked in yesterday's video and the thread in yesterday's video is the reason why I'm doing this video today. I got a million things to do, but I wanted to clarify that because that's an understandable question. So I wanted to make sure that we clarify that. Yes, we are buying and selling off the COMEX futures prices for the time being, moving forward until this backwardization event ends. And so we'll talk about that here in just a second. All right, let's talk a little bit about yesterday. Yesterday was a wild ride in the industry. It was one of, if not the most stressful day that I've had personally in this industry. It was still a good day on the balance sheet, but definitely a very stressful day, which is okay. You're going to have stressful days. Feeling good though today. Woke up early, got a great workout in, got the coffee flowing, feeling good, got a great night's sleep last night. So we're ready for transactions today. And I think it's going to be a banger today too. But what is the phenomenon going on that is called backwardization? You can go online and you can read about it. I'm sure there's a million YouTube videos up about it already. But the gist of it is that before 2 days ago, the silver industry at the retail level or commercial level was basically going off a live ticker price, basically something like Kitco. And because it was just below what the futures price was, the COMEX price. Well, that script got flipped 2 days ago where the COMEX price, the futures price, actually dropped below the live price, which is what people mostly refer to as using Kitco. So substantially too. I think the delta right now is basically $2 per ounce, maybe even more than that at the moment. So that's a decent delta when you think about it. $2 to $3 per ounce lower than a live price. So what does that do? That causes a lot of confusion, a lot of cynicism, and doubt. Right? And so what happened was that there was some angry people yesterday and confused people, which leads to angriness, which, depending on how it's handled, I can understand it at some level. Yesterday I was called a lot of different names, more so than usual. So more so than usual to the point to the family is like, oh my God, what is going on? And so I explained it, and that is the consequence of using social media to promote a business, a product, or whatever, is that you make yourself accessible to the masses. Well, we make ourselves accessible to the masses to sell our product, to sell our business, whatever it is, to profit, and therefore we're accessible for any kind of disgruntledness or people being upset. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Thankfully, I got really thick skin, so it slid right off. No worries there. Now, what have I learned, and hopefully what has most or some other people learned here due to backwardization. This is the first time I've gone through it. It's not the first time it's happened, but it's the first time I've gone through it professionally. So the real takeaway after really thinking about this over the last 48 hours, seeing how the refineries and the wholesalers who shops like mine 100% rely on to get rid of product. There's so much that's coming through the door. We got to be able to get rid of it somewhere. Well, that is refineries and wholesalers. So what is the take-home message for Brian in all of this? The take-home message is a couple things. One, it really does seem like the precious metals industry is hung up on this $50 price point for silver. Like, it seems to be, this is the third time that it's gotten there in the history of silver being, something, right? Other than $1 to $1. And it seems like whenever it gets up there, the industry just doesn't have the infrastructure to handle it. And so then it gets pushed back down for whatever various ways, right? Whether it's economically, legally, as it was in the 80s, and now we're seeing this backwardization, in which this may be a ploy. I don't know. This may be a ploy to beat silver back down. A lot of talk online that here in the very near future, silver is going to be in the 30s. I don't know. I don't have that crystal ball. I don't have any inside information on that. Could that happen? Sure. Will it happen? I have no idea. We'll all find out together. But it really, it seems to me that the infrastructure in this industry just can't handle $50 silver. And because legitimately, all the refineries, all the wholesalers are just completely bogged down. The only way I see that the industry can get past this $50 price point and still operate is they got to get through all of this physical alloyed silver. They got to burn through all that 90%. They got to burn through all that, all of grandma's sterling silver flatware and T-sets and all of that type of material so that it can focus just on the 999 silver bullion. And that is, that's wide open. 999 silver bullion, they are buying and selling. We sold a bunch of, laid off a bunch of 999 silver bullion on the refinery yesterday. No problems there. It's the alloyed silver. It's the 90%. It's the 40%. It's the sterling silver. There's just so much of a glut of that right now coming into the industry that it can't handle it. It broke it. It broke the industry. And that happened basically 36 hours ago. And so it really seems like that $50 point is the price at which the industry kind of breaks down infrastructurally. And so that I think can change as we basically destroy the 90% in the sterling silver. There's only so much of it out there. People still make sterling silver flower sets, but it's not a thing like it was. So it's never going to be replaced in mass like it was as a popular thing back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. That's a thing of the past. Once that's gone, it's gone. Same with the 90%, same with the 40%. If they can just get through and burn the majority of that up, I think we can get past this $50 point and get into where it really should be in the, pushing 100, over 100. And if we can get through the alloyed silver and they can just burn it up, then I think the actual price, the physical price, will be able to ascend up into where it should be. But that is not happening right now. Right now, the industry is just mired by the amount of alloyed silver that is being dumped on them, and it's just it's broken the infrastructure. So that's the one lesson that I've learned. Second, and this is something I always knew, but it's definitely reinforced here. The positive thing about physical holdings, whatever it be, whether it be silver, gold, cash, rare baseball cards, rare watches, whatever. The positive thing about holding something physical is you have it, right? It can't be taken away from you by a click of a button or the power turning off or whatever. It's something you physically own. You can squirrel it away and you can fall back on it when you need it. But the downside of something physical is it really is only worth what someone is willing to give you for it. All right, so live ticker price says, for example, that silver is $50 an ounce. Well, okay, that's great and all, but we have nowhere to send, for example, junk 90 at $50 an ounce. We don't have anywhere to send it at $47.51 an ounce. So what does that mean? It means that it's only worth what someone's willing to give you for it. And that's really what it is for something physical, right? It's physical things are only worth what someone is willing to give you for it. So that is something, I've always known that because I grew up in the baseball card industry. And I learned that at a young age, but boy, has it been reinforced this go around. The market says, live sticker price says, silver's 50. Well, no one's buying it at 50, so it's not worth 50, even though the computer screen says it is. That's just not. So that lesson was reinforced yesterday. And then what is lesson number 3? Well, all right, so during this backwardization, what hasn't been affected? In fact, we actually saw a little bit of gains yesterday. Gold, right? So gold really has been reinforced in my mind as where people, if they're going to, without providing financial advice, wow, gold really stuck through this, right? I can understand why the people really are more interested in stacking gold than silver. The refineries and the wholesalers are wide open on gold. There's no slowdown there. There's no stoppage in buying it. Doesn't matter what carat it is. Doesn't matter what purity it is. Doesn't matter whether it's coins or bullion. Doesn't matter whether it's pre-33 gold. Doesn't matter whether it's 14 karat gold. Doesn't matter. The refineries are wide open on that. They want it. They need it. Very aggressive buying, very competitive buying. Settlements are coming in within 24, 48 hours as always. So no slowdown on gold. So the industry loves gold is the third takeaway from this backwardization event that that makes sense to me. So that you take that for what it is. That's a real eye opener to me. The industry is not too interested, or let's put it this way, not aggressively going after silver. Even when it's at $50 an ounce on the ticker price, COMEX 47.51. But gold being over $4,000 an ounce right now, they want as much as they can get. And there is no slowdown in buying it. Gold definitely seems to be where the real money goes. Silver is kind of an afterthought at this point. And actually, it seems to has become a burden, especially alloyed silver. Not so much 999 silver, but alloyed silver definitely seems to have become a burden to the industry, if you will. So those are my thoughts. Take it for what it is. I was thinking about that today while I was getting my workout in. I was like, well, let's make a video. Let's clarify some things, especially about what price are we buying and selling off of using the COMEX. Talk a little bit about backwardization. There's, I'm sure, a million different videos out there already about backwardization, so you can really get into it. You can really get into what caused it, and there's a lot of conspiracy theory out there right now about what caused this backwardization event. And there's some interesting things out there. Are they true? I have no idea. We'll find out together. We'll find out what the price direction is going to go together, because I have no insight into that. Just for the handful of people out there that made this correlation yesterday, I am not some henchman for JP Morgan. I thought that was awesome. I don't think I've ever been called that before, but yeah, I have no affiliation with JP Morgan. I think Jamie Dimon is brilliant, but I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. I am not a JP Morgan henchman, I can promise you that. All right, guys and gals, it is Saturday, October 10th, 2025. Oh no, October 11th. Holy moly. October 11th, 2025. And it is Saturday, so we're open 8 a.m. to noon today. I think it's going to be bonkers. We're ready for business. We're excited. And so great workout today. Coffee is flowing. Catchphrase here. Shh, no one cares. You guys have a great day. We'll see you when we see you.